In South Florida, the Arctic blast fell as a raw rain, forcing a new kind of beach attire. In Orlando, runners in this half marathon ran partly for sport and partly just to stay warm.
It makes you earn it a little more. It makes you feel prouder about finishing, so I mean, there's nothing you can really do.
In Hollywood, Florida, the entire Borden family, including little Roxy, shivered waiting for the repairman. Their furnace went out a long time ago, but that didn't matter until this week.
I tried it 2 years ago when I had a real cold day. I tried it and it just kept blowing cold air. It never stopped.
Fortunately, the repairman showed up minutes later. For Raphael Lamboy, it's been days of long hours and frantic phone calls from homeowners. How do they react when you drive in?
Very happy to see me. I'm very happy when I leave because they got heat.
Space heaters have been flying off the shelves, and that will put a further strain on the state's electric grid, which set a new winter record only Tuesday. That's likely to be broken tonight. But while some businesses benefit, others are threatened. It'll be another nervous night for the state's huge citrus industry, which so far has been spared the worst. Other growers rush to protect their plants, even their tropical fish housed in outdoor pools. When usually we talk to Chuck Lanza, it's about hurricanes. Now he worries Broward County may be totally unprepared for a different kind of weather threat, ice.
We don't have the ability to de-ice and do any of that stuff. We have some real problems here if we had any type of heavy ice or even if we had the unfortunate circumstance of having snow.
So even sleet or a freezing rain could be an emergency situation?
Certainly could be significant. Way down the wires, we could lose a lot of our power and our ability to communicate with 911. It'd be a difficult situation for us for at least several days.
Meanwhile, in Dade County, Barbara and Richard Sanchez have their own way of coping with the cold. Just throw another log on the fire. Something Henry Ledoux will be only too happy to sell you for about $150 a pickup truck load.
What kind of calls do you get?
Desperation calls, mostly. How much, when, how long, can I come get it?
These days in South Florida, the business of wood is good. Forecasters in South Florida tonight are predicting that the temperature will get very close to freezing. Whether or not Miami will set any records, we probably won't know until tomorrow. And speaking of that, tomorrow night is expected to be very cold as well. Martin Savidge, CNN, Miami.